Hey guys, it's Carrie Bojarski here, live from the bathroom, and I wanted to check in with you guys to see how you're doing on your 21-day fix. And I had a couple conversations with some really great participants in our group, and I want to just share a few things off the cuff with you. This program is 21 days, and it can be so easy to feel like a failure if you don't follow this program to a T. If you're a person who's aiming for perfection, that can make you feel like a complete loser. And I'm saying that because I'm hearing that. And I want you to know that we're not looking for perfection in this 21-day program. I'm not perfect. Since the first time I've done it, I haven't had a perfect 21-day round. And in my mind, I'm like, why can't you just get your crap together? Why can't you just do this without self-sabotaging or without eating something that you're not supposed to? So I'm doing the same exact things that some of you are doing as well. But it can be so easy for us to have such self-hate because we've done that. So I want to give you permission to make mistakes, and I want to give you permission to fail forward. What that means is there's going to be times that you feel like you fell and you are falling flat on your face. We all do that. But get yourself up, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and just keep moving forward. Just keep trying. You might say go to a restaurant and already have something in mind that you're going to get. This was me last night. This was me. I knew exactly what I was going to order, so I didn't have to worry about looking at the menu or having smells change my mind. And I know you guys know what that means, and you've experienced that. But when I got there, I kind of deviated from what it was that I wanted. I had a little bit more yellows than I probably should have. And I think it was sodium that killed me in a couple of these things, because I got on the scale this morning and I was thinking, oh my gosh, like why would the scale be doing that today? And then I had to think of my water was on yesterday and I got my workout in, actually a double workout, did Body Beast with Delaney, 30-minute workout, and then Dan came home and it was P90X3. It was a rest day for Max 30 for me. So it can be so easy for us to just really have a difficult time allowing ourselves to be imperfect during this 21-day round. And if you are so hard on yourself that if you mess up on day one, then you're done, you're not ever going to see any kind of result for you, and you're always going to just speak negatively about yourself. So my little homework assignment for you today is to write down a few things that you love about yourself. And if you're in that negative place right now, it's going to feel really hard to come up with 1, 2, 3 things. It's going to feel hard. Not that it's supposed to, but that's where you're at, so it's supposed to. So whatever you can come up with, even if it's, for me some days all it is I love my body because I can actually move it and I have use of my legs. Thank you, Lord. And that's it. You know, if I'm having a negative day. And other days I can think of a lot of things. When I'm on, I feel like there's an extra skip in my step, so I get that. But if you're a person who's thinking, well, I did 4 days and I just can't get beyond 4 days. Okay, so do your 4 days and then tell yourself you're starting over at day 1 again and do your 4 days again and then do it again and again to get you through to that 21st day. Whatever it takes for you, it's going to be different for each person. But please know that we're not looking for a perfect 21 days, or don't think you can't do a next round with us because you feel you screwed up the last time you did it together. Whatever it is, the group is there as long as you need it, and you can do as many rounds with us as you want. If it motivates you more, turn your before pictures into me or to your coach in your measurements. It's not a requirement because I know what it's like to take those pictures and not want to take them anyway, than to have to send them to somebody. You just might not be in that place, and that's okay. But there's other people who say, I need it for accountability. I'll try harder if I know I'm sending you pictures, and then there's supposed to be a difference in the end. So I can promise you that if you end up having 3 cookies one day, right, instead of skipping over the cookies that you made for your kids, those 3 cookies are not going to make one lick of difference over a 21-day period. So don't stop because you ate 3 cookies. Does that make sense to you guys? And I ask the question not just so you can answer, Amy, but for when people are, listening, that it makes sense, because I have had a couple messages and conversations this weekend where people were really down on themselves and not feeling worthy to be in the group because they didn't have a perfect round, or they've never been able to complete a round, but they want to. So I just wanted to address that, and I was sharing with everybody that I'm not perfect either. I haven't had what I consider a perfect round, even though it really wasn't perfect, but it was like the best ever. It was the very first round I did last February. And I just had this conversation with myself, was it Friday? And I say that because I start to think things, if I'm home alone, I kind of have these conversations to myself, and in my mind I thought, why can't you just get it together? Why can't you just do it without eating something you're not supposed to, or without having too many reds or too many yellows, whatever it is. And it really comes down to, for me, food has always been an issue of, am I going to get enough? Is there enough? Am I going to have enough throughout the day? So it kind of causes a panic in my brain if I don't see what's next. And when I'm not a big, what do you call it? Not a planner, prepper, like meal prepper, and I guess you could say planner. When I think of scheduling out a week, that's totally overwhelming to me. I'm like, how do people even think of, how do they go beyond like the second day, what's going to be for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack? That overwhelms me. So if I do 2 days at a time, I can do 2 days at a time. It's a stretch for me and really uncomfortable to try to do more than that. But what happens is I feel this sense of peace, and I don't worry about the food when I already know it's written down. And I'm not the type of person who can write down, oh, I'm having a red, a purple, a green, and a yellow at this meal. I have to write that down, plus what is the food, so I can see it. And then when I do that, when I'm hungry, I just know I eat what's next on the plan. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. So what's next? Okay, there's like this calming over me that I don't have to worry about that because I just eat what's next. So that works for me. And I'm a person who in the past has either rewarded myself with food and then got really pissed because I felt guilty over what I ate, even though it felt really good at the time. And then I would go through this bitterness feeling and then hating myself. It's just crazy, weird cycle. And I just don't like that. So my motivation is to eat so I feel happy, not eat foods to make me happy, if that makes sense. Because I know what happens when I eat stuff that, okay, not that I eat stuff that makes me feel sick, but when I hoard, meaning eat more than like 2 or 3 servings, food, I know how it makes me feel mentally, and I know how it makes, I think I have this grumble look on my face, and I feel like this bitter old queen, or something like from like a long time ago, fairyland. So I know for me that it's going to be a process. It's not something that is cleared in a 21-day period. So if that's you, just keep going. I keep going. I screw up all the time and fall flat on my face. But I keep going, knowing that if I didn't keep going, regardless of what I've eaten, I would be worse off than what I am today. And not to say that I'm worse off, but I would be in a different place physically, health-wise, and all that kind of stuff. Now, I don't know if you can see, but I do. When I break out good. I did not have acne when I was a kid, but adult acne, it loves me, to the point where if I get it, it's on my chin. So anyway, that's that. I did a little bit kind of a detox-ish. I did a refresh day, and then it popped out, right there. And it hurts. So anyway, but we're live from my bathroom. And that was a little bit of thoughts I wanted to share with you guys this time, just because of the content that I was receiving. Now, a lot of you are going into that 3rd week of our 21-day fix round. And this is the week where a lot of people tighten it up, maybe choose to do the 3-day fix, but you don't have to. I did the 3-day fix on my very first run and haven't done it since then because to me, a girl can only have so much cod for me and chicken with no salt and with those seasonings. It just tastes like Italian seasonings and blah. I can't do that. Some people love it, not me. But I did try it, and it wasn't bad at the time when I did it, but I felt like, I mean, it was a lot of food for one. You think that you might starve because you see, oh, I'm only having a green and a red, but you're eating every 2 hours. So it's almost like, oh, it's time to eat again. Oh, it's time to eat again. So it was a good thing to do for the first time. So if you're curious, rock it out. If you want to try it once for 1 day, that's okay too. That'll work. Because actually in the 21-day fix extreme, her plan for competition is 2 days of like the 3-day fix program that you guys can see in the 21-day fix plan, where it's like the meat and the veggie. And then she does 1 day of like regular 21-day fix extreme, but for you guys would be like regular 21-day fix. So that's that. Do you guys have any questions? And Amy, you're the only person on live right now. Isn't that awesome? You're like, oh, it's me. But I find that people, when they see what goes on, they're not as scared. Like, I haven't showered yet today because after my 9 o'clock call, I'm working out with my husband to his P90X30. So why shower? And I'm sitting on the bathroom floor, and you guys are sitting on the toilet. You're like, the computer's on the toilet. So anyway, well, not really on the toilet. There's a box, and then it's on the toilet. But they're out there, and my office is a mess. So that's why we're here. So once people see that it's not so scary bear, I like these so much better than a phone call, and numbers were higher. People were on more with the phone call, but I'd love to see like faces, people, that kind of thing. So that's how we're doing this. Do you have any questions for me, or do you want to unmute yourself? You can. Are you chewing? Oh, I don't think I can hear you. Let me look. Sometimes it says I'm pronouncing profile checked. Now it says, maybe let me see if I just muted you or were you unmuted. It did something. Okay, it says that you're muted. I muted you. Now can you talk? Turn your volume up. Make sure your volume's on. Not that it's not. I see you, but I cannot hear you. Wonder what does that. Now my foot's falling asleep. Let's see. No, I don't want to do that. Cancel. Totally weird. Do you want to leave and then come back on? Try that. Okay. Okay, what we're doing is we're trying to see if Amy can get back on. I don't, it says one viewer. Okay, Amy's back. Okay, talk.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yay!
Yay, excellent.
Success.
Sometimes you just got to leave and come back.
I guess. That's awesome. Well, good.
Yeah, so I don't have any questions for you, but I do love the idea of sending you the pictures, because I took before pictures at the beginning of round 1, and I'm in my second round. So at the end of this round, I definitely want to send you after pictures.
Okay. And after every round, if you want to, you can submit your results to Beachbody every single time. And then you're in for that drawing for a $500 prize. So you get more chances if you do it every month. So, and then we'll also send you a T-shirt. So don't be surprised if they email you back after you send it the first time and say, hey, you know, what's your T-shirt size and all that kind of stuff. It's because they're going to send you a free 21-day fix T-shirt. Now, you get that one time, so it's up to you. But still very cool. And then as you lose weight, you can cut it, you know, and then tie it real cool. So.
Okay, cool. So
but
I'm
$500.
Awesome. I love it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, like you said, being real committed this week and the third week, and doing, you know, eating as clean as I can, and then starting round 3 in March. I'm excited.
That's awesome, because you get, they say 80-20. So even if 20% of the time you're eating crap, you're still going to see results, you know, and you're still working out, you're still drinking your water. You're still doing so many good things. I think we can get so hung up on food, you know, just food.
Right.
Well, I screwed up. I didn't get my workout in. 30 minutes is not going to kill you, you know, over, you know, a 21-day period. You're going to do fine. You probably noticed in your first week, did you have more weight loss, less inches? And then compared to second week, it was more inches, less weight?
Yeah, definitely.
Totally normal. Every person seems to go through that exactly. So very normal. And then it kind of normalizes, so it's not as many crazy inches this last week, but you're still continuing to tighten.
Okay.
And I actually had, I had one client, well, I have several that get very focused on the scale and never did measurements.
Oh, okay.
And she killed it the first week. But that second week, she still wouldn't take measurements. But because the number on the scale was big enough, you know, she felt it was worthy enough, we continued. But coming that second week, she was a 1 or 2 pound loss and was like, I did all that for 1 or 2 pounds. I'm like, well, where are you at with inches? Well, I didn't take them. So she stopped. She stopped.
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh, no. That's why I'm like, you have to take them. You have to take them, because she could have easily lost 7 inches that week, but she doesn't know because she never took it. So because you did that, you're going to be able to see the full scale of what happened. And I've had clients who lost 0 weight and lost 18 inches.
Oh, so, wow.
But if you didn't take those measurements and you lost nothing over 21 days, you'd be like, what was that?
Right, exactly.
But yet 18 inches, she was a different size.
Yeah, absolutely.
But nothing showed on the scale. So it's so important to do both, and the pictures are so hard. They really are hard, especially for someone trying it the first time or never really having had taken a good look, or maybe is disappointed where they've gotten themselves to. We all go through that. Nobody likes that. So I'm like, it's just a baseline. It's just a baseline. That's it. That's it. And then everything else just gets better. So you took them, so that's good. So you're very familiar with journeys anyway. So you were just like, all right, I'm just going to do this. Bam, 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 bam. Yep. So good. What can I do to best support you this week?
Just love seeing everybody's posts. So, I mean, nothing specific. Just, you know, I'll keep checking into the group support, because that's what keeps me going. You know, and for anyone who's watching this later, being in that group and seeing everybody's posts, whether it's, okay, I had to take a day off because I didn't feel well, but now I'm back on it, or hearing that other people are getting up at, you know, 4 in the morning to do a workout, it all, I know, that that all keeps me going and makes sure that, like, when I miss one day, that it doesn't become, 5 and 6 days. It makes sure that I stay on track. So being in the group support is awesome, and that's what will keep me on track this week.
Awesome. Who got you the flowers?
Oh, you know what? Those are actually my roommates. So her boyfriend got them.
Like, oh, I got them from a secret admirer.
I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, they are beautiful flowers. He's a good guy.
Oh, good. So, okay, so support is awesome. Okay, and you're good with your water and you're good with everything else. And then once you get to the end, if you want, we can talk about submitting your results and all that good stuff.
Okay.
And you can decide if you want to just continue or if you need to have that week break, that 9-day break till March. Up to you. Of course, you don't have to have perfection. You know that. You're seeing results even though you're still, you're seeing results even though you're not 100% sticking to the nutrition plan. And that's great. It has to be a lifestyle change, and baby steps are good. Nobody goes cold turkey. Well, some people do, but most people don't. Like, cold turkey is like people, I don't know. I think of wrestlers as like people who go cold turkey because they go extreme, and they're just like, nope, bam, I'm wearing that grocery bag or garbage bag, and I'm running and I'm eating nothing for 3 days. That I don't know. To me, that's like crazy extreme. I don't know, but they do it. They do it. So, all right. Well, good stuff. So, is there anything I can do for you this week aside, in addition to the support? Is there something that you would like to see more on the group page?
No, I mean, I think I'm good. There's nothing missing right now. I definitely will talk to you at the end, like what to do with that in-between week, because I think I might do some other just go running or go for a bike ride just to get that cross training in.
Totally.
Yeah, but no, I think you're providing great support, so I'm good right now.
Okay, and the stretching.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Is in a different group, so not to get confused. But that starts tomorrow, and I can't wait because like my hip flexors get so tight, and just doing a couple of the movements that we're going to start to incorporate, these are perfect, like right before bed, you know what I mean? You brush your teeth, you're going to relax a little bit, and then hopefully sleep better too. So that'll be a good thing.
And so what will you be posting that tomorrow, like either the picture or whatever? Yeah,
we'll do that, and you guys can do them. Like some people are going to be tighter. I'll probably do a video too. Some people are going to feel tighter in certain areas and need to hold it longer. Like for me, I breathe things out until I can't feel them. Until it loosens, and then I like to go deeper, and then I'll breathe it out, and then I go deeper. That's me. Some people are going to be so tight that first movement is going to be way too much, that they're just going to have to focus on that first. So something nice. And I think sometimes, like, most of us are committed to some kind of program, so we're already jarring our bodies, we're already moving. But for those of us that are even just sitting a lot during the day, just to stretch us out, and if we can help improve some sleep, have more relaxation, it's a win-win.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, I'm so glad that you were on tonight. I love face-to-face. So very good. So, well, I will see you on Facebook, and maybe next week. I'll continue to have these calls. I think they're great for in-between as well, because it's not just while we're doing it. I think it's nice to have that support ongoing, but we can change the day and the time, totally open to that, to something that works best. For you, I mean, if you're the only person that's going to be on live, party on. Well, I think the time for a lot of people is bedtime, but Delaney doesn't have school tomorrow, so her and Dan are out watching Once Upon a Time. It's a Netflix.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's awesome. So they're watching an episode of that. But I think normally it's bedtime. But when I have calls like at 8:15, she doesn't really know time. Like, we don't ever say bedtime's at 8. It's just I say it's time for bed, and she starts to get ready for bed. Sometimes.
Most of the time.
So we just start it sooner so that she's laying in bed by 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and there's no problem with that on Sunday. And then she gets a little bit more sleep. But sometimes she stays up and listens to everything I say. Sometimes. So,
Yeah.
but I'm totally open to changing it if we need to, and I'm okay with that.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks for being on. It was good to see you.
Great to see you too. Bye.
Bye.